everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison on the Foreo Luna Mini versus the Clarisonic. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe because it is $3.99. So I know a ton of people are always really curious about different devices in order to clean your face because we only have one face to clean. And today I'm going to be showing you a comparison of the Luna Mini in comparison to the Clarisonic. I know lots of people are kind of like, which one do I get? And I'm going to answer those questions. I've had both of these things for already a year, so I have a really good grasp on which one you should get. First off, I'm going to start with the Foreo Luna Mini. You can pick this up at Sephora and also the Foreo website. This one is the Mini, so this retails for $139, and it also comes in different colors. With the other models of the Foreo, they do come in different colors, but it just depends what color because each color is actually for a certain skin type. Now the Clarisonic I got last year, and this one is the Mia 3. At the time when I did get it, it was the Aria, and then they decided just to call it a Mia 3. I'm not sure why, but they just switched it. This one retails for $199, and you can get this at Sephora and the Clarisonic website. Now, as far as size, as you can tell, the Foreo is very compact. It fits in the palm of my hand, and the Clarisonic is just a little bit bigger. It does have a handle, but what's really good about this is that there's a grip for the Foreo, so it's not a really big difference in handling or grip. With the Foreo, you charge it with a cord, and since it is a USB cord, you can even charge this towards your computers, towards any charger, and you're good to go. Clarisonic, you actually need a stand to charge it, and it has a cord. So the main part of these two tools is which one cleans better. As far as the Foreo, as you can see, it has nice round silicone touch points all around it. There are smaller ones on one side and larger ones on the other. When you turn it on, it just has this little button here, and you can press 1, and it's going to give these vibrations, and you press again and it's going to make the vibrations go down just a tidbit. Love the rounded silicone touch points just because it's extremely gentle on the face. It really cleanses the surface of the skin, and what I love is that it's not abrasive to your face. When you wash your face, you want to make sure that you're never too rough and you're abrasive against the skin. It's very sensitive, and especially underneath the eyes. And the Clarisonic comes with a brush head that have nylon bristles, which unfortunately, in my opinion, seem really abrasive and rough against the skin. A lot of people think that they're getting a really nice deep clean when you're using bristles, but in actuality, hurting your skin because you're just being too rough with it. Also, with the Clarisonic, since this is a brush head, you have to change it and you have to buy new ones. They do have a whole line of different ones, which can be really pricey. And with the Foreo, you don't have to replace anything, so once you buy it, this is all you need. Now again, to these special little rounded silicone round tips, this actually resists the absorption of bacteria, so this is more hygienic than the Clarisonic as well. With this brush head, you have to be very careful that you don't leave it laying around or anything like that, because so much bacteria can unfortunately be built up into this brush. When I first bought this Clarisonic, I had a ton of comments telling me, be careful, watch out how I store my brush, make sure to put the brush in a certain cleanser just so that I don't get bacteria on my skin, and that it would end up breaking out my face instead of helping me, just because this isn't that hygienic. I'm not gonna lie, I was really excited when I bought my Clarisonic, and I felt really disappointed when I saw a ton of those comments. So now let's talk about pulsations and rotations. Pulsations, rotations. So the Luna uses T-sonic pulsations, if you could hear, bzzz. And that's really great because when you're cleansing your skin, it's not just going to go just across the surface of your skin, it's transdermal. What transdermal means, trans means across, dermal, skin. So it's going to go across into your skin, and it's not just going to go on the surface. The standard Clarisonic basically just has rotations. The more expensive one does pulsate. As far as travel, I would just say the Foreo just because it's so much smaller. You can travel with your Clarisonic, you just want to make sure that you have to be very careful with your brush head and you don't want to crack anything. As far as everyday use, I definitely have to pick the Foreo just because it's really nice and gentle. Hands down, I use this every single day with my cleanser. I'm not too picky on my cleansers, but this works really well. Foams up the face, it's easy to use. As far as my Clarisonic, when I first got it, I was using it a ton, and unfortunately, everybody says you're gonna go through this little first period of breakout, and that's what happened with me. I do have a sensitive head on this now, and I probably use this only about once every 2 weeks, so about twice a month, which isn't a lot of use for this being $200. It really deep cleans, but you have to be extremely careful, especially if you have sensitive skin. You have to be very delicate, and you have to make sure that you really properly use this, because sometimes people really extend the time of using this. For the Mia 3, there is a timer on this, so it tells you when to basically stop, but I've seen other people use it and they're just like, boom, let's do round 2, which you don't want to do because that's really too harsh for your skin. Just have a timer as well, but like I said, this is so nice and gentle for every day that I think it's okay even if you just extend the time when you're using this. So when it all comes down to which one I would pick, I think it's pretty obvious I would pick the Foreo, and after using both of these devices for 1 year, so Foreo for the win. That was it for my video on the comparison on the Foreo Luna Mini against the Clarisonic. Again, if you're going for a tool and it's your very first one, I highly recommend the Luna Mini. It's been my ride or die. I actually have it in a nighttime skincare routine coming up if it's not posted already, and I'll link it down below if it is. If not, it is coming very soon. It's something that I use every morning and every night. It's not something where I can only use it a couple times within the month. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Again, don't forget to leave any questions or comments down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah!